you believe in fairies? Well,
I do!
Move over, Mr. Unicorn. It seems the magical fairies are making it big this year, and we've got a real-life one here in the studio. Let me present you to Fairy Blossom. Hello. I can't tell you how excited I am to meet a real-life fairy.
This is so exciting to be here today. It's so nice to meet you, Fairy Holly and Elf Phillip. Is it okay I call you by your fairy and elf names?
Yes, of course.
Okay?
No,
I'm
please.
going to change my name.
Please feel absolutely free. So you were born in you're a flower fairy, born in a flower.
I am. So my name is Fairy Blossom. I was born far away in an enchanted forest. I don't know if you've been there before, have you?
No,
Only
I wish I had. I've been
on a
looking
Friday
for
night
you.
late after a kebab.
It's the most incredible place. So this magic flower opened its petals on the first day of spring, and I lay sleeping inside. The flower gave me special powers, so I too can talk to the flowers and the trees.
So I wanted to understand where this started, because you said you don't like being labelled as anything, and you didn't really identify with being male or female.
Right. Hi, beautifuls. So, no, I started my journey on not wanting to have any sort of label to be male or female. I just felt very androgynous and just didn't like people labeling me, calling me all these different things and names. And so I kind of had that rebellious vibe to be like, I'm a freak, I'm a weirdo, and then some people came up to me and they were like, well, you kind of look like a Martian. And I was like, actually, I think I'm gonna use that negativity and positivity and start a Martian thing. And with the whole Martian Alien thing, I was like, actually, that's kind of sexy, let's go with it. So I've now adopted this whole alien vibe.
So far, because you've had different procedures done, so you've had sort of cheek fillers, brow fillers, lip fillers, Botox, nose procedures, facial peels, so all lots of things here. Nothing too drastic. I mean, there's a lot of makeup that you've got on, and the hair dye and the clothes and this, that, and the other.
The contact lenses.
Contact lenses, of course. It's the next step now. And this is your £130,000 worth of surgical plans. And these aren't really reversible. These are permanent, and these involve removing parts of your anatomy that other people hold on to quite tightly.
Yes. So my next steps would be to possibly remove my genitals, my nipples, my belly button, just to kind of give me a complete blank, unsexual, sexless look.
We have obviously got to take steps to keep you nice and comfortable. So Matt is, if you just want to, just let us know if you feel at any stage you're drying out.
Maybe on the tails, I would say.
Yeah, tails probably best.
It tells us with the face.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, and it's also that microphone is electric, all right? So, you know, just how long have you been here?
That's
great.
perfect.
Lovely, that'll do it. Lovely, well done. If you feel like you're drying out, just let us know.
We can do that again.
I have to ask you, first question, why?
Most little girls especially want to be mermaids when they grow up, and
little boys as well.
little boys
Yeah.
as well, yeah. And so that's basically, it's a lot of mermaid origin stories. It's just that, and a real love for the water.
And most little girls have those, or little boys have those dreams. But Jessica, you went on a course to become a professional mermaid.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually stumbled across the course accidentally, just searching for mermaid things online, and I found that they actually offer a mermaid course, and that was it pretty much straight away.
Where is this course? Where do I sign?
Well, there's loads of organisations. It's a free diving company, and but they actually did a holiday one, so we went to Gozo, so out by Malta, and that's where I met Grace.
I'm not doing it professionally, just swimming. I'm more into costume making, so I'm making these.
You made this tail?
Yeah.
I mean, it's such a beautiful thing. I mean, it is a work of art.
Well, you have to sculpt it first, and everything goes from then on.
Yeah. And you can swim in these? I mean, these are fully functioning mermaid tails?
Yeah, in water, you don't feel it at all. They are much more awkward on dry land, just like mermaids.
Yeah, well, it's, I would
just like a fish.
It to be much more difficult on dry land than in the
water.
In the
is great.
So how long does it take to put it all on?
Anything between 10 and 20 minutes, depending on how the tail behaves.
Oh, really? Well, why? Because it's tight.
They're very tight, yeah. I think when you're swimming, obviously you don't want the water to drag you and give you a little bit of, resistance when you're swimming. So they have to be really tight.
You say that you were small and but bright, that you were innocent and weak, you were easy to be picked up on, you escaped into the fantasy of movies like Labyrinth, things like that. So the change from immersing yourself into that fantasy world, which I totally understand, what was the point where you thought, OK, well, you know, these are creatures that I love, I don't want to just watch an elf, I want to be an elf?
It all started actually with, you know, the story of the bullying in school, because I was one of the youngest kids in my class, and I was one of the most talented. So I was kind of special, and some kids started picking up on me, and that made me, you know, actually close in myself and searching for happiness in books and movies and stuff like that. And that's how I started liking so much the fantasy characters like mermaids, elves, aliens, and stuff like that. So when I was a teenager, I was 14 years old, and I always bleached my hair or dyed in fantasy colors or using contact lens. But I decided that I needed something more, you know? Then I saw this Barbie girl that she transformed herself with plastic surgery, and then I decided that I needed that to become what I wanted to be.
What is an earth angel?
An earth angel is someone who is in human form now, but in their previous lives and existences, they come from other realms, planets, dimensions. So they were previously fairies, angels, mermaids, and star people, also known as, I suppose, aliens, who have come from other planets.
I mean, you're literally talking my language right there. When did you first know that you were an earth angel?
So I came across the idea of it 10 years ago. I happened to be dating somebody who told me about it, and at first I thought it was completely ridiculous. I thought he was a little bit crazy. But once I read more about the topic, and reading about the different types of earth angels made me feel like somebody had written it about me.
You identified with
yes,
that?
Yes, absolutely.
And how do you spot an earth angel? I mean, are there earth angels in here that maybe...
Are you both are?
We are?
Yes,
absolutely.
yes.
Are we now?
You are, yes.
Earth angels are very much like their namesake. So for anyone who's got the angelic influence, they look like angels. I mean, I can see very clearly that you're an earth angel.
Absolutely.
Phillip has definitely got an elemental realm.
An earth angel. But why don't I know? I want to know
Because when we're born, we have spiritual amnesia. We forget.
And we have to remember.
We have to start remembering. So this will help wake up many people when they think, oh, I've always loved angels, I've always loved fairies, and to look into it a little bit more. And it's a little bit learning about ourselves. When we understand more about ourselves, then we can understand why things have happened to us and why we are like we are.